everyone, welcome back to Bekah's Book Club. We're so happy to have you here, and this week we're here with Joshy.
I missed you guys. I hope you're having a great week. I helped decorate the Christmas tree. I hope you liked it.
Wow, you did an amazing job, Joshy. That's always my favorite Christmas tradition.
Me too. I love Christmas.
I think Christmas is my favorite holiday. And you know, it's important that we remember what Christmas is all about.
Yeah, Jesus being born.
That's right. And you know what? For the next 3 weeks, we're going to be telling the story of Jesus' birth. And we're starting this week with the story from the Storybook Bible. It's called He's Here.
Yahoo! Let's get started.
Let's read. He's here. Everything was ready. The moment God had been waiting for was here at last. God was coming to help his people, just as he promised in the beginning. But how would he come? And what would he be like? And what would he do? Mountains would have bowed down. Seas would have roared. Trees would have clapped their hands. But the earth held its breath. As silent as snow falling, he came in. And when no one was looking, in the darkness, he came. Wow, I just love this picture. We're out here in the galaxies, and then this tiny little village of Bethlehem is highlighted. And we can see this is where Jesus was born. There was a young girl who was engaged to a man named Joseph. Joseph was the great-great-great-great-great-grandson of King David. And one morning, this girl was minding her own business when suddenly a warrior of light appeared right there in her bedroom. He was Gabriel, and he was an angel, a special messenger from heaven. When she saw the tall, shining man standing there, Mary was frightened. "You don't need to be scared," Gabriel said. "God is very happy with you." And Mary looked around to see if perhaps he was talking to someone else. "Mary," Gabriel said, and he laughed with such gladness that Mary's eyes filled with sudden tears. "Mary, you're going to have a baby, a little boy, and you will call him Jesus. He is God's own son. He's the one. He's the rescuer. The God who flung planets into space and kept them whirling around and around. The God who made the universe with just a word. The one who could do anything at all, who was making himself small and coming down as a baby." Wait, God was sending a baby to rescue the world? But it's too wonderful, Mary said, and she felt her heart beating hard. How can it be true? Is anything too wonderful for God? Gabriel asked. So Mary trusted God more than what her eyes could see, and she believed. "I am God's servant," she said. "Whatever God says, I will do." Wow, that's so cool. So here's a picture. There's Gabriel, and he's coming to Mary. She looks very surprised. Sure enough, it was just as the angel had said. 9 months later, Mary was almost ready to have her baby. Now Mary and Joseph had to take a trip to Bethlehem, the town King David was from. But when they reached the little town, they found every room was full. Every bed was taken. "Go away," the innkeepers told them. "There isn't any place for you." Where would they stay? Soon Mary's baby would come. They couldn't find anywhere except an old, tumble-down stable. So they stayed where the cows and the donkeys and the horses stayed. Wow, so they go here first, there's no room, and this is where they stay. And there, in the stable, amongst the chickens and the donkeys and the cows, in the quiet of the night, God gave the world its wonderful gift. The baby that would change the world was born, his baby son. Mary and Joseph wrapped him up to keep him warm. They made a soft bed of straw and used the animals' feeding troughs as his cradle. And they gazed in wonder at God's great gift. Wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger, Mary and Joseph named him Jesus, Emmanuel, which means God has come to live with us, because of course he had. Wow, what a cool picture. There's baby Jesus, God's own son. There's all the animals, and there's Joseph and Mary. So that's the end of the story for this episode. Next week, we're going to learn a little bit more.
Wow! It's so weird to think that God was once a tiny baby.
It's such a wonderful thing that God was a tiny baby, and He did that all for us. You know, if you want to be someone's friend, you can't stay far away. You have to come close. And that's what God did for us in baby Jesus. He came very, very close to us. He became a baby. Can you imagine?
I have a question. I wonder what it must have been like to be Mary. I wish I could ask her. She must have been very excited to have God as a son.
Yeah, Joshy, honestly, it's a story that seems a little too good to be true, but it is true. And like the book said, you know, that's in the Bible. Matthew 1:23, it says, Mary will be pregnant, and she will have a son, and they will name him Emmanuel. This name means God is with us.
Imagine that.
And is still with us. Even though we can't see him, we have the Holy Spirit.
That's right, Joshy, and we still have Jesus. You know, Marina, she drew a picture of this very thing. So there's Jesus, and He loves her so much, and He's coming and He's giving her a basket of fruit. Jesus is still hanging out with His friends today.
What a cool picture. I want to draw that.
I know, it's a great picture. Thank you, Marina. You did such a good job. We love it. Well, guys, we gotta go. Me and Joshy have to get some Christmas presents. So we'll see you.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye, guys. See you next week. Thanks for tuning in.